I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Diego Pavia was on one on his podcast, dog. First off, let's address the Big Ten comment. Said you want to play with the best. You don't want to play with the Big Ten. You ignore those calls. SEC, it's like week after week, you're going to get beat on. The Big Ten, you're not going to get beat on with Purdue and Nebraska's. It's a bold take, to say the least, right? We're going to address everything, obviously, the year Vandy had. But the Big Ten does have some heavy hitters. Is there some teams in there that aren't that good? Yes, of course. You know what I'm saying? But you look at, it's very top-heavy, which to a degree he's right. Right? When you look at Ohio State, Oregon, to a lesser degree USC, Indiana finally had a resurgence. You know what I'm saying? Michigan, obviously, you can't forget about them. Michigan State's usually pretty good. They've had some down years. But the Purdue statement, I can see where he's coming from. Nebraska's starting to get good again. They are starting to get good again. So, to what he's saying, he does have a point, right? If you put the Purdues, the Northwesterns in that conversation, sure. Like, the Big Ten is not as strong as it should be in some things. SEC, I see what he's saying. Basically, what he's saying is, like, you can any given Saturday, anybody can win, right? You're going to get beat on. You can't take a team for granted, and you can lose, right? We've seen that a couple times this year, right? We've seen when Ole Miss went to Florida, like, even though Florida wasn't having a great year, they beat them, right? We see Georgia, or we seen Alabama go to Oklahoma. Oklahoma not having a good year, they smoke them. So, to a degree, he's correct. But I will say the Big Ten is more top-heavy. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be careful what you say here. Because you're going to face, you know what I'm saying, different teams you don't know in the college football playoff. Bold take, though, from him. Partially correct. Now, this one is blasphemy. I'm not going to lie to y'all. This is a crazy ASS statement to say Vandy will run Tennessee after the season. First off, Diego, you're not even going to beat her, dog. You know what I'm saying? So that's a crazy thing to say, right? You're not going to be at Vandy. This is your final season with, obviously, Vanderbilt. 2, Tennessee's recruited well, right? Now, this class currently they have right now is top 30. Got ways to go. But their future is bright. They got Faison Brandon, number 1 quarterback according to 247. They got playmakers and weapons all over the field, right? They had a big-time, obviously, playmaker on campus, Tristan Keys. They got to fill out this class a little bit more, obviously. But you got Travis Smith Jr. in the future. You got a Mike Matthews who's supposed to break out this year. You got weapons all over. You got a good defensive front. Vanderbilt just got good, yo. And when we say good, that's a nuanced response because they made a bowl game, right? When's the last time they made a bowl game? It's been a minute, right? Vanderbilt has been that team that has been in the shackles, right? Vanderbilt's been that team that is overlooked in the SEC. Like, oh, why are they in the SEC? Like, when you think of the SEC, like, you're like, why are these guys in here? Now, this year they had a better year. Beat Auburn and Alabama for the first time in their history. But remember, there are such things as flukes. So to say that they're going to be running the state, it's kind of wild to me. Kind of wild. Now, we're going to see this year. I believe they play each other. And I think Tennessee got the right coach at the helm. You know, and they got a lot of good recruiting pieces going forward, right? Obviously, you know, Jake Merklinger's still in there. You got George McIntyre, Faison Brandon. This team's going to be pretty good for some time. Not everybody's all up in arms because that Nico situation. That's not Coach Heupel's fault. There's only so much you could do. They got an outstanding freshman in there, David Sanders. I didn't even mention the 5-star. One of the heavily coveted offensive tackles in the country. So to say Vanderbilt is going to, I can't say that yet. And remember, Vandy just lost a guy, a top-end corner to Georgia. So until Vandy is beating out Tennessee, they're beating out the Georgias, the Bamas, the Floridas. What are we talking about here in terms of top recruits? It's going to take some time, bro. Y'all had one good year. I feel you. It's good with being confident. There's confidence and there's cocky and there's arrogance. This errors on the side of arrogance. Gotta be careful what you ask for, dog. They ain't there just yet. Pump the brakes.